It's the E-Commerce Minute, your daily dose of e-commerce, tech, and retail news with your hosts, Bart Mraz and John Suter. The E-Commerce Minute is a production of Sumo Heavy, a digital commerce consulting firm in Brooklyn, New York, and Philadelphia. Find us on the web at sumoheavy.com. It's the E-Commerce Minute, episode 250.
In today's episode, Snapchat adds ticket buying via SeatGeek.
Good news, sports fans. You can now buy tickets on Snapchat. Thanks to an integration with SeatGeek, sports teams and musicians can sell tickets directly to fans via their Snapchat stories. This marks the first ticket buying integration within the app. The integration is simple. Teams and venues who sell through SeatGeek can add the capability to add sales to their stories. Snapchatters swipe up, select their seats, and check out, all within the app. Snapchat began testing ticket sales earlier this year. The Los Angeles Football Club was the first team in the world to sell tickets through the app's partnership with SeatGeek. The MLS team posted some tickets for a May 26 match against DC United on its Snapchat story and posted a snap code on its website. The key feature is that teams, artists, and organizations can go directly to where their fans and followers are to sell tickets. SeatGeek co-founder Russ D'Souza said that as the pipe gets solidified, you'll start seeing more Snapchat SeatGeek ticket sales. He added that this is the kind of integration he was hoping for when the company launched the SeatGeek open platform a couple years ago, allowing teams, musicians, and other rights holders to sell tickets directly through SeatGeek. The platform also supports ticket sales through Facebook. For too long, the legacy ticket approach has been making it difficult for teams to sell tickets in lots of places, D'Souza said. Teams should want to sell their tickets in as many places as possible. I agree. Now, do something about those fees.
Well, Ticketmaster is the worst.
I actually like SeatGeek.
I love SeatGeek.
So I was a longtime StubHub user, but the thing that would get me, and a lot of times when you use those things, I go to a lot of baseball games, and I go and I say, oh, we're going to go to the game. Quick, let's get some tickets. And you say, oh, I see these tickets for, $24. And you go to check out, and it's like, well, why am I paying $60 for 2 seats? Well, you have all the fees. So what SeatGeek does, which I think is really cool, is you can view ticket prices with fees and without fees. So you don't have that surprise checkout at the end. And they've also been good with their seat. I'm sorry. They're also good with they were like one of the first to do the really accurate, I guess you would call it the AR seating, where they have a photo of where you're actually going to sit. They were like one of the first ones to do that.
Yeah, they're using a company out of Philly. That was funded by just for fun, and then they started using those kind of pictures. But there's also Ruckus, which I love.
You turned me on to Ruckus. Ruckus is really good.
Yeah, Ruckus is a little different. They basically it's a aggregator of all those things, but they do deals, and they've been really, really good. I really like Ruckus. But yeah, I mean, why not sell tickets right inside of Snapchat? I mean, they should, right? I mean, if you look at Ticketmaster, has they've always had to hold everybody, right? Because they own also, what is it, Live Nation? Are they together? Is that what that is? Or Live Nation tickets? Like, those guys just have a hold on all those venues.
Yeah, and some of the fees are they're so outrageous.
Like, I don't I love when the fees are like, hey, it's $25 to process this, but then you pick it up or you print it online. You're like, it doesn't take $25 to process this. I can tell you that.
Right.
It takes 3% of $20. No.
Yeah. Why don't you just change that line item to extra profit? It's like
pretty much.
When you go to a hotel and it's like, oh, that's the resort fee.
You're not sending me a ticket. I have to print it myself or pick it up at will call. You're not actually sending me a ticket.
You're not processing this. I am. Where's my $25? Where's my parade?
You don't have a guy just in the back, chiseling this ticket out of stone.
Yeah, you kids today don't remember the struggle, getting up early and waiting in that line for an actual paper ticket. This is.
Now you show your phone, you're good to go. Anyway, I think this is great. This is going to be fun to add to. I mean, Instagram and obviously Facebook will have it in there, but there's a whole bunch of places that I love. Actually, one of my favorite places is Bands in Town. Shows all the bands and you can buy tickets.
What is that? This is an app or this is?
It's a site, but I think they have an app too.
Bands in Town.
Bands in Town.
Okay, so tell me exactly. I'm looking at the site now. What does Bands in Town do?
It's kind of like Spotify has this feature built in, kind of where it just shows you who is in town, obviously, but you can follow this in the bands and things like that. But you can buy tickets and what band is actually in your town at that moment.
Okay, so right now I have Foo Fighters. So you can listen to a track from Foo Fighters. You can see similar artists. You can buy tickets for other venues.
Yeah.
And then obviously filled with ads.
Well,
It's got news, events by genre. Oh, this is pretty cool. I really like this. This is neat.
Yeah, so it has a little bit of like, if you are here, who is in town right now to see. I like it. It has indie stuff. It has the big bands. It's kind of fun. I know we just kind of went from Snapchat to this, but I just love that it's built in Asbury Park. That's all.
So this is neat. So I go to the Weezer page. I'm going to this concert. That's why I clicked on this. And you can say interested or going. Where does it take me to? It doesn't take me anywhere. I didn't sign in. It just says I'm going. Where did I guess it thinks maybe it's just signed in from Facebook. I don't know. How do it know? I have no idea.
Anyway, so sell your tickets everywhere.
Yeah, no, I think this is, we're kind of pointing out the obvious, but Snapchat is just totally perfect for something like this because of visual nature of Snapchat. If you can get a sports team, they can put in highlights. And if you're a fanatic for that kind of stuff, what do you do? You're always looking for highlights. You're looking for clips. And why not embed some kind of ticket sales within there? And I'm sure they'll do some kind of twist on that where it's like, like bands, especially meet and greets only for Snapchatters. That's kind of like an obvious thing there. Because, a band could say, oh, we're in Philly on the 24th. We're having a special Snapchat only meet and greet. Swipe up to get your tickets from SeatGeek. There's a lot of play here. There's a lot of things that you can do.
That is correct, sir. All
right. Pretty cool. Snapchat selling tickets. And got anything else, Bart?
That is it, my friend.
All right. That's your e-commerce minute for today. We'll see you on the internet tomorrow. That's it for today's show. If you like the show, do us a favor and subscribe or leave us a review on iTunes. And don't forget, you can now listen to the e-commerce minute on your Amazon device. Just add e-commerce minute to your flash briefing. And finally, if you have a comment or suggestion or just want to say hi, find us on social media @Sumo Heavy.